My sister just walked out of my room with my cat in her arms. The cat's screaming the entire time. I said, "Bye, Autumn. Have fun."
Autumn!
And then I shut
Hey,
the
she's
door.
back. Kelso, future Kelso, start up recording here.
I don't think she likes you.
Meow.
Oh, I turned on my mic and now you stop screaming? She does not like being held.
Hey, Kelso, when you're editing, have a Coke on me.
Okay, I will have a Coke on you, I guess. Not really sure how that works.
You have to drive to...
So, Keith talks to a deer,
Yes.
and it seems to know what's going on.
Right, this way, lads.
Right.
And I'm following the deer.
As you turn, the deer continues down a small game path you're able to travel through together. It travels for a good 15 minutes before slowing and stopping. As you drop next to it, it kind of is just looking ahead, and you look forward and make a perception check. Anyone who wants to.
Cat, roll my dice for me.
Slaps it off the table. Good kitty.
Rolling your dice for you.
Thank you, Cat.
Perception...
16.
All right.
11.
12.
Hey, look. Where's my other book? You. Sorry, I forgot to pull up all this. You know what? Screw it. I have all this pulled up on the computer.
Oh, no!
So 16. Well, say your rules again. Sorry.
11 and
16.
12 and 16.
11, 12, and 16. So as you look farther in, the trees seem to part ahead of you, and there's a small clearing, and in the center of it is a very large oak tree. At the very base of the oak tree, you see a pile of branches that appear to have been lashed together in some sort of altar, more or less. From back here, Odin, you can see that some of them are, all of them actually, are tipped in blood.
Ooh, that's fun.
The deer kind of looks at you, Keith, second, kind of giving the impression that this is what he was speaking of.
Thank you, friend. See what I can do about it.
It turns and bounds off into the woods, away from everything. What would you like to do?
I think I'll go up, inspect the altar.
All right. And move towards the altar. Make an investigation check. You can now see that it is each and every one of the branches is tipped in blood.
Yay, blood.
I'm going to...
Natural 20.
Ooh.
Blood for the blood god.
So as you approach it, the sticks are planted in such a way where one of them is planted in the ground and holding up the rest. The rest of them are lashed to it in different pointing directions. Each of the ends of the branches is either dipped or painted with blood, and you can see that around the altar on the ground it has bits of blood drops fallen on some of the dead leaves that haven't quite rotted away since last fall. In the center of the lashes is a skull of some large animal, probably a deer. And beneath it is a large rag that is draped in between some of the branches, ripped and torn. What once was probably a dyed fabric has slowly withered and decayed into a dull brown with mold all over it. And as you get closer, because you rolled so high, you can feel the air around the altar vibrate with some sort of energy that you don't recognize. It is very obvious that this is a foreign entity from the forest that you are very familiar with.
I don't like it.
Darian had been following up behind her.
Okay. Then you see most of this. You don't recognize the thrumming. You don't see that. But you see pretty much everything else.
Okay.
This is very wrong. Can I tell what kind of blood is it? Is it deer blood like the skull, or is it possibly...
Because of your high roll, yeah. It appears that it was from the same animal.
You
And
put a
how
little
fresh?
bit of it in your mouth and then you spit it out. It's like, blood.
Don't speak Dwarvish.
You can tell by the level of salt in it.
The salt levels give the orcs right away.
And is it... How fresh does the blood seem?
You look a bit closer at the blood itself, and the blood that's dripping it appears to be fresh, very fresh, like within the past couple minutes, no older than half an hour. But beneath it is several different coats of older blood.
Whoever did this. Are there any things around it? Footprints or track?
That would be a different check. That would be a survival.
Okay.
All right, now we're back.
Do that.
Forge, is Odin still staying in the back at the tree line, or is he coming into the forest, into the clearing as well?
No, he's definitely in the clearing. He's looking around. Poking around.
Okay.
Literally poking things with his spear.
14 for the survival check.
You look around, and the ground around here is very chaotic. It appears that there has recently been some activity, but you can't necessarily differentiate footprints from just movement in general.
Okay.
Does this look more like a sacrificial kind of thing, or was like that like a sort of trap kind of thing? Nope, he's frozen.
Make a religion check.
Mine-
Yes.
Yeah, religion.
Natural 19, so 22.
With your research into this darker area of the arcane and the divine, it doesn't appear to be linked to any sort of sacrifice.
I poked the skull with my spear.
You poke the skull with your spear?
It
Are you
yells at
trying
you.
to penetrate the skull, or are you just trying to, like, nudge it?
I'm trying
Tap,
to nudge it. I want to see if that disturbs anything.
You nudge it, and it kind of just teeters back into the area it was.
Okay.
I want to inspect the tree in the center that the shrine thing is under, to see if there's been any sort of effect on it, like weirdly withered or anything.
Make I'll give you survival on this one.
Okay. 12.
12. Nothing too obvious.
Okay. Right. So, have either of you travelers seen anything like this before?
Well, it doesn't appear to be, as far as I know, related to any religion. Not any that I've heard of.
To my knowledge, I have not.
Come in, please.
That was English.
What did he say?
He said, to my knowledge, I have not. It's just his accent got really thick for some reason.
Okay. because it did not
His-
sound
his-
English.
Accent is directly proportional to his sass levels.
This isn't even his final form.
This isn't even my final Sephiroth.
Nope.
No
Sorry.
one?
Before we get Forge going on a lecture as to
No,
what a
no,
Sephiroth
no
is,
lectures, just disappointment. Let's keep going.
Oh, well, I can stomach that. Doesn't scare me.
what are you all doing?
Cat, leave the door alone.
Since I don't see any clear footprints within the clearing itself, I'm gonna walk the perimeter of the clearing, looking for any
God.
broken branches and signs of something like pushing its way through to the clearing.
Okay. I'll carry over your previous survival check.
Fair
You
enough.
do in your searching, you do find an area where it appears that there have been stones and the, for lack of better terminology, carcass of the deer that had been butchered for this.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of been tossed amongst some bushes. Other than that, that's about the only disruption that you see.
I'd like to investigate the corpse. Does it look like they just took the skull and the blood? Does it look like they actually cut out the meat? How much are they wasting?
They're wasting a lot.
I
None
removed
of the
the
meat
skull.
was cultivated. The hide has just been torn in areas that obviously were meant to bleed the animal and then to get at certain pieces. The chest cavity has been broken open and split, and as you search through, you realize that there's no remaining in the creature. The skull is obviously gone, and you can see the place where the antlers have been broken off and tossed in the bushes,
Oof.
and where the innards of the skull had been pulled out and thrown.
She mutters something in Sylvan that is not very complimentary.
I removed the skull.
Who's removing the skull? All right.
I am. For those listening at home, it is me, Odin, who is removing the skull. I realized that raising my hand as an indication of who's doing it would not work so well for those listening at home via an auditory means.
Make
Is he a warforged?
In real life,
a
yes.
strength check.
A strength?
Yeah.
21.
21. You grab the skull and try to pull, and it ships for a second, and then you feel it not move anywhere. You try a couple more times in a couple different other positions, and it appears to not be moving.
Okay.
You look beneath the skull, and it appears to be strapped to the stick behind it with only a single thread. It appears
All right.
that would not be
All right.
to hold.
I tell everyone to stand back. We're about to see how this goes. And then I stab it with my spear.
Roll an attack.
Misses.
Don't jinx me.
All those natural 20s and such. Gone.
14. Wait, where's my spear? This is spells. Spear plus 5 to hit. Yes, that would be 15.
Okay. And I assume this is with Dropnir?
Of course.
That hits, roll damage. You need it to be a 10. It's a stationary object.
Yep. I'm using both hands for this.
Yes, I assumed as much.
7.
All right. You take Dropnir and thrust it forward. Where the tip touches the skull as you thrust, there's a brief flash, and you watch as the spear splits the skull in half and embeds itself in the tree behind it. There is a brief gust of wind that emanates from the altar, and all of you hear a very loud, very angry roar from somewhere deep in the forest.
Excellent. Well, that worked.
Right.
As you turn back, as you take a step back and look around you, you see 3 figures behind you. One tall, 2 short that are flanking it. The one that all 3 of them are wrapped in dark fabric that covers every inch of their skin. Deep hoods cover their heads, and masks beneath them conceal their identities. The one that is tall and in front has a large, wicked-looking, bright steel blade. As he says, "Estroth, Mienroth," a language that you don't understand, but Keitha, from the far end, you hear in Sylvan, "What the hell have you done?"
Well, y'all are a bunch of walking stereotypes, aren't you?
I'm going to
Roll initiative.
Okay. I'm going to roll initiative. That's what I'm going to do.
That's what I was gonna say.
That's what it was. And
This is the way the cookie crumbles. Come on now. Work with me. So,
No, I'm
Big
up for
Oak,
it.
edge of the clearing. Keitha. This is Darian. This is... Actually, Darian would be over here, because Odin walked up to the thing. And... the 3 dark figures. Can you see everything?
Yep.
yes, this is wonderful.
All right. Is this better than what Facebook has been offering us, Mom?
Very much so.
Which makes you... Okay. 25 to 20. 20 to 15.
15.
All right. What is your dex bonus, Darian? 4.
Bonus is 2.
15 to 10.
11.
You said 11, Keitha. What did you say, Odin?
11.
Okay, you both got 11. Well,
My
Keitha
dex
has
score
the higher
is 16.
yeah.
Okay, cool.
So, first round of initiative. The tall one with the bright steel blade is going to go first because they roll highest. He is going to dash forward towards you, Odin,
Of course.
and is going to make oh, this is what he's going to do. He's going to cast darkness.
How rude.
He mutters some words in the language you don't understand and waves his hand ahead of him, and as he moves forward, his shadow appears to lengthen and billow and burst from behind him, and you are enveloped in complete darkness.
I see.
And that is like 20 feet, 5, 10, 15, 20. So you are also enveloped in darkness, Darian. You cannot see a thing.
Darn.
And it's your turn, Darian.
Is there an area I can maneuver to where I can't see?
Sure. If you take like 1 step back, you can see again.
Okay. I'm going to use my movement to flank behind. I'm going to go around the tree.
So you're here. Around this way?
Clockwise.
Clockwise. That really doesn't help me because the video is
Sorry.
backwards.
Your left, unless it's mirrored.
This is my left.
Yes, that way.
Okay. So
And then
5, 15, 20, 25, 30. You cannot see anything. You can't see the small people back there because they are also enveloped in.
Okay, where is the edging of that again?
The edging is right behind them.
Okay.
So it's 20 feet from the caster.
Okay. I'm going to, I suppose, hold my action.
Okay. What are you holding?
Uh, I don't know. I have a quarterstaff in hand, so I'm going to say that.
Okay. You're holding an attack action.
Yes.
I assume it's just in case someone gets close enough to you.
Yes.
Okay. Sounds good. Keitha, it's your turn. You are probably still muted.
That is true. For a bonus action. Oh, and it's not concentration. That's wonderful. I'm going to raise up my unicorn spirit in the center of that sphere of darkness.
Okay. Does it say a place you can see?
Oh, wait, let me see.
Wait, what's
Never
your-
mind. It does. It does say a point you can see.
All right. You have a good amount of area that you can see, just not that specific area.
It gives me a 30-foot radius. So
so you can see here 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, and that'll get everyone.
perfect. I'll do it there.
It'll exclude this half of the map.
That's fine.
All right.
So a spectral unicorn appears. I and my allies gain advantage on ability checks made to detect creatures in the spirit's aura. And if I heal anyone, it'll also help with that. But we're not. Is that a unicorn? What is that?
No, I have a unicorn, but I don't want to use the unicorn because it's not spectral, so I'm using the specter.
Ah, I see
It
now.
looks like a wad of bubblegum.
It really does.
Lollipop,
Right.
lollipop, oh, lollipop.
Lollipop. Boom, boom, boom. Right. So that's my bonus action.
You have
Then-
movement in your action.
Okay, I'm going to actually move to a speed of 35 feet. Can I move right up underneath that totem? That spirit?
Oh, yeah.
Like stand right next to it?
15, 20, 25, 30.
Perfect.
And you're right beside it.
And I'm going to call out in Sylvan, explain yourselves quick.
All right. Okay. Good to know. Odin, it's your turn. You are enveloped in darkness.
I sure am.
But you have advantage to try to find creatures in the darkness.
No.
Well, advantage that's canceled out because you can't see.
I'm casting
Yep.
Radiant Consumption.
You're casting what?
Radiant Consumption.
Okay.
Once per long rest as an action, I can radiate bright light in a 10-foot radius and dim light for 20 feet.
Oh, because this is your
Yes.
race ability, right?
Yep. Once a turn, an attack or spell deals 3 extra radiant damage to one target, and at the end of your turn, all creatures within 10 feet, including me, take 2 radiant damage.
What is the range on that again?
10 feet, bright light, dim light, 20 feet.
I'm going to say that works because you're going against innate ability against innate ability. I'm going to say that actually dispels the darkness entirely.
Ha.
Ooh.
You think you can flex on me? I'll flex harder.
Especially since your charisma is higher than theirs. Yeah,
No,
Weird
no, that
flex,
works.
but okay.
So all of a sudden, you can see. What are you going to do with your action? Or was that your action?
That was my action for my bonus action. I'm a punching.
You're going to punch it?
Yep.
You can only make an offhand attack if... Let's see here. What did I do?
That was the thing for my spear.
Oh, it's a spear attack.
Yeah.
It's still your spear.
Yeah.
So make an attack. That's right, because I gave you that. Whew.
Yeah.
That is a really powerful ability.
That is a 16 plus 5. 21.
That hits. Roll damage.
And let's see. Proficient in offhand strikes. You can add your modifier to the damage roll. So I'm unarmed strike or offhand strike?
It's offhand. So
What does
you are
that
not
mean?
proficient with offhand, so it's just the dice. So it's just a D8.
Okay. Gotcha. You're gonna have to fix that. That's 5 damage plus 3 radiant damage.
5 damage plus 3 radiant damage. Okay. You invoke your invoke the ability within inside you, casting light around you, and take the damage yourself. Don't forget to take that yourself.
I shan't. And since it's the end of the turn, he also takes another 2 radiant damage.
Right.
Damage 2. Oh wait, but I have resistance to radiant, so I only take 1.
Correct.
That's handy.
That works out pretty well.
No, it's a pretty cool ability. All right. You invoke that inside. It burns some of the leaves at your and with your spear you bring it around and offhandedly swipe at him.
I feel like I'll probably like crack the butt of it across his face.
Sure. It cracks across his face, and you see some of the fabric that's wrapped around his nose comes loose just a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Now it's the little guy's turn. One of them is going to rush over to you, Darian, and you're holding an action, so go ahead and roll your attack if you want to.
Okay, that's going to be an attack with a quarterstaff.
Yes.
Is a 9 plus proficiency is 11, and that would be. Is that strength or dexterity?
I should give you the modifier, so it's plus 2 to what it's rolling.
Oh, it just says plus 2, so 13.
That will miss.
Okay.
You watch as the small figure quickly skitters up to you and ducks beneath your attack, and he's going to try to stab you with a dagger. That is a 24 to hit.
Oh, geez, yeah, that's gonna hit me.
That is 5 points of piercing damage as it drives its knife into your thigh. The other one.
What do you do when a toddler stabs you in the thigh?
15, 20, 25 is going to rush up to you, Keitha, and try to do the same thing. That is a 15 to hit.
No.
All right, it goes to stab at you, and you're easily deflected with your staff.
Right.
Now it's the big guy's turn. He is very upset at how much damage he just took.
Good.
So he's going to take both melee strikes against you, Forge.
How rude.
Wow, that sucked.
Nope.
So the lower one is a 13, which I assume
Oh yeah,
is
they both hit then.
Oh, they both hit. Oh, wow.
My
Oh,
AC,
cool.
oddly, my AC is 12,
Yeah, I noticed. That's
and
that's
I'm not 100% sure why, but it is.
Because you're in cloth.
Oh,
just
yeah,
your
you
dex
don't have
bonus.
any armor.
I'm used to wearing leather.
So that
See, that doesn't surprise anyone.
Wait a second.
That was good. That was good.
Well played. GG.
so that is 11 points of damage.
Oh, that's gonna hurt.
And he is going to risk No, he's gonna stay where he is.
Oh, good. I'm glad.
Darian, it's your turn.
I'm still going through things. So I am going to say I will cast. Is this ranged or is this? Oh, it's a wisdom save. Great. We're going to go with that. I'm going to cast Cause Fear. And
On
the one directly in front of me.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw?
Correct.
All right.
Hopefully they aren't wise.
That is a 10, all in all.
I'm trying to figure out where it shows my... Oh, save DC 13. Okay, there we go. So no.
Okay, he is frightened.
Okay.
Is there any other...
I'm reading it all. Must save or become frightened. They can repeat the saving throw at the end of each of its turns, ending on a success. That's all it is for now. That is my action.
Okay. Cool. Are you doing anything with your bonus or your movement?
I'm going to... So, question regarding this. If he is afraid of me, do I still provoke opportunity attack?
He would have disadvantage on the attack.
Okay, I'm going to move back. And then towards...
Where would you like to move? Are you wanting to come over to
Yeah,
Keitha?
I'm gonna move back way towards Keitha.
Okay. 5. He's going to take his opportunity attack. An 18 and a natural 20.
Well, be glad for the disadvantage.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
So that's going to be a 23 all in all.
Man, he's got a good bonus.
And he does another 5 points of piercing damage.
Okay.
But you do still get to move. So 5, 10, 15, 20. You're by Keitha now.
Okay.
All right, Keitha, it's your turn.
Right. So, I'm going to shift over right onto the spirit guardian, the space the spirit gardens, or the spirit unicorn spirit is in.
Yeah.
So that I can reach over and touch Darian and cast a Cure Wounds on him.
Oh, thank you.
Okay.
I'm
So
glad
that's-
one of us has
That
healing.
isn't-
Yeah,
Right.
don't forget the extra points caused by the unicorn.
Yes, that'll be just a second here. So I'm going to start by just the regular ones so that I can then switch screens.
So what does the unicorn do then?
It's going to do some extra healing in a second. So that's 5 hit points, and then with the unicorn... Nope, that isn't the way. If you cast a spell using a spell slot that restores hit points in a creature inside or outside the aura, each creature of your choice in the aura also regains hit points equal to your druid level. So you get 5 hit points from the spell, and then you and Odin both get 3 hit points
Well,
for the
thank you.
unicorn.
Nice.
So I guess it works out that I picked the unicorn and not the
That
hawk.
takes me above 10.
Okay.
That is
That
very
was my-
nice.
Action. For my bonus, we're going to shillelagh up.
All right. You run your hand along your staff, and it seems to grow little knobs and thorns across the top end to give a little extra damage.
Heck yeah.
Right. And
Odin.
then and in Sylvan, I'll say, you've got one more chance to surrender and explain yourselves.
Odin, it is your turn.
I stabbed him real good.
Apparently
Oh.
that one doesn't get a chance to surrender.
Absolutely not.
Make an attack roll.
17.
That hits. Roll damage.
7 plus 2 radiant.
9 points of damage in all.
Yep. And then I use
All
my
right.
offhand.
You slash him across his chest with the point of the spear, and the cloth there begins to separate. Beneath you see very, very pale skin, and he looks really messed up right now.
Good. I'm going to hit him again.
All right, make that attack roll with your bonus action.
That is a 15.
The 15?
Yeah.
That just barely hits.
Sweet. That'll be 4 damage.
4 damage. All right.
And then it's the end of my turn, so I'll take 1 point of radiant damage.
And he'll take 2?
Have I been doing this wrong? Hold on. Does he take 3 points or 2 points? Let me check. Sorry. Add one extra point of damage to each of those that I just did. He takes 3 damage on attacks, and then at the end of the turn, we take 2. Everyone takes 2. That is within the aura.
Well, then, how would you like to do this?
I hit him so good with the base of my spear that his head explodes.
That is actually what happens. You slash him across his chest with the first strike, splitting open the garment in the front, and with a quick twirl, you slam the butt end of it in the back of his skull. And as he hits the ground, his skull caves in, and I would like you to make a Constitution saving throw.
Oof.
All right. I'm good at
Big.
these.
The
Big
first throw is a
heckin' oof.
splash zone.
Dirty 20.
Dirty 20? All right, so you take half damage.
Whoa.
As the form hits the ground, it explodes in light, and you take 6, 7, 8, 4 reduced to half because it's radiant. You take 2 points of radiant damage.
Alrighty.
Cernun's pointed antlers. What was that?
And as you look down, the body is gone. The cloth that was wrapped in is still around, and the sword is still there, but everything else is gone.
I see.
That's Odin's turn. It's the little guy's turn now. This one is very scared. And is going to run. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30.
Does that give me an opportunity attack?
No, it does not leave your attack range.
Gotcha.
Frightened creature has disadvantage on ability checks and attack rolls while the source of its fear is within a line of sight. It is not within, so it is going to attack Odin.
What the deuce?
The thing that just squashed his giant friend. That's what he wants to attack.
It does kind of make sense. 15 in all.
Yeah.
All right.
I might die.
Hi. How's it going?
Not allowed.
Yes, please. My wife just brought a cookie for me.
Oh, she's
Can I
wonderful.
have a small glass of milk? Thank you.
A giant cookie falls from the sky behind us.
That is 4 points. 4 points of piercing damage, Odin.
Ouch. I'm down to 4 HP. Also, I want to point out my max hit points is 20. So right now it says 420. So Blaze.
No. And the other one is going to.
I swear to God.
Dang it! What is it gonna do?
I told him he has a chance to surrender, and then his friend's head exploded.
I think that's a very good persuasion roll.
Peace was
Also-
never an option.
He
For
doesn't
Odin,
know
that's
that.
exactly the case.
10, 15, and is going to attack Odin.
Well, I'm dead.
If he hits, maybe he'll miss.
Yeah, sure.
I assume a 9 doesn't hit.
Shockingly not.
Okay.
Woo.
Oh, did he
That's
just
their
leave my
turn.
attack space?
Yep.
He did.
I get to make an Oppie attack.
You do.
Oh, does the
Good
unicorn hit him,
penalty
you mean?
attack.
No, I do, because it was right next to me.
Oh, I
Gosh,
thought he
dang
was
it.
kitty corner to the
Wait,
unicorn.
right. So it's a 23 to hit.
That hits.
Yeah.
Nice.
Roll me damage.
Getting to use my wisdom mod. 5 points of damage.
All right. And his
Ouch.
speed is reduced to half because of your staff special ability, which just gets him
Oh,
to...
that's right. Oh, that's right. My Oppie, I was rolling Shillelagh. I forgot to, I forgot that's an athletics check for using the crook to try to trip him.
Oh, right. Yeah, no, that's different. You're right.
So
You're right.
that would actually be a 19 for the athletics check.
But no damage.
No, but it would trip him.
Okay. Do you want to do the damage, or do you want to... Because he's still going to get to Odin, no matter...
Is he going to be able to get to Odin and still have his action?
Yes.
Okay, then we'll go for the damage.
Okay. Sounds good.
Because that one
Uh,
wasn't in Darian's melee, was it?
No, it was not.
Yeah, okay.
Darian, it's your turn.
We are going to cast Ray of Sickness on the one that is between Darian, or that is between Darian and
Odin.
Odin. Thank you.
All right.
Alright.
That's the Constitution saving throw, right?
Let me check. Nope, that is a ranged spell attack.
Oh, okay. Go for it.
Give me something good. Base 15.
That
And-
hits.
Cool. So that was cast at 2nd level.
Okay.
That is going to be... Oh, it is a Constitution saving, but that's on a hit. Okay. So he's going to take 3d8.
I'll tell you this right now. He failed his.
Cool. All right. So 6, 4, and 6. So 16. Do I add my modifier to that? Or
No.
my spell attack, I mean?
No.
Okay, because it's a flat 3. Okay. So 16 points of poison damage. And then on a failed save, he's going to be poisoned until the end of my next turn.
Which means he
Well-
has disadvantage on
I'll
attack.
tell you this much. He will not be poisoned to the end of your next turn.
He'll
Odin,
be
make
dead.
a Constitution saving throw.
Wait, what?
Oh,
Make
because
a
it's exploding
Constitution
again.
saving throw.
I'm so dead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
19.
Nice.
That saves. You are not blinded by the light, as
Blinded
this
by
one
the light.
explodes in light as well.
Okay.
There is no damage.
Oh, thank heavens.
Keitha, it's your turn.
Right. So let's see. It's 34. So yeah, he's still within there. I'm going to walk. I'm going to move up to Odin, and I'm going to cast. Ooh, what do I want to do here?
I get 6 HP back for that. Awesome.
I'm going to cast Cure Wound. Well, actually, can I move up to next to him, but also in melee with our tiny dark friend? I got a movement speed of 35.
Yes, because you have
what else?
35. You can.
Okay, I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds at 2nd level. So that 9 hit points, and then he and Darian also get an additional 3.
So 11 total? Or 12 total?
12. 12 for you and 3 for Darian.
I'm already
Thank
at max.
So
Oh, that helps so much.
Darian, you get 3 hit points.
I'm at max.
Cool.
Thanks.
I don't think I've gotten hit yet, so. Alright. I don't think I really have much to do with a bonus action.
All
So,
right.
I'm gonna leave it
So,
at that.
Odin, it's your turn.
Yeah, I hit the shit out of it.
All right, go for it. Roll me an attack.
17.
That'll hit. Yeah.
11.
Okay. Next attack.
What is that? That is a 15.
That'll also hit.
That is a 6.
How would you like to do this?
Stab it.
All right. You turn around and watch this as this fleeing squat figure is rushing behind the tree, and you see its tiny little beady eyes flit back and forth, appearing like it's looking for a way to run. You slam the butt of your spear into, making its head snap back, spin the spear and pin it to the ground with the sharp point. Keitha and Odin, make Constitution saving.
Oh, cool.
By the way, both Keith will take 2 radiant damage.
Right,
Ow.
yeah.
Sorry, it's a side effect. 18.
I know. 7.
So,
No,
Keith,
I lied.
you're
It says
blinded
17.
until the end of
17.
your next turn. But as the bright light emanates from the figure, and then nothing is left. We have now exited initiative.
Excellent.
Okay, so Keith has spent 6 seconds blinking really hard and
I
muttering.
deactivate my abilities so that people stop taking damage.
That's
And
nice.
we're going to end the session there tonight.
All right.
Ah, okay.
That was a good game, guys. You got through a
Yeah.
lot more than I was expecting. So good job.
Thank you.
Because we decided not to fight Malik.
It's so.
So we might think that it's going to be a combat thing, or just like, nah, I want to talk to it. And every time I think, oh, they're totally going to go diplomacy route, or just like, let's just hit it.
Hey, they attacked first.
I'm
Also-
just saying, like, even from when I DM, I have the same experience of I never accurately predict what you're going to want to do.
I am well known to be chaotic.
It's very
What?
true.
No, that's not it.
Because you guys did the equivalent of 2 sessions when I expected you to do 1, you guys leveled twice.
We level up
What?
twice.
Level 5, level 5, level
I'm going to
5.
have to hit the books. Said the wizard.
So have fun with that leveling up.
Oh, trust me,
Good
I
lord.
will.
I'm excited for the next session.
Me too.
Same.
You guys get to
Time.
face something that I have homebrewed,
Oh, pretty.
and I'm very excited. The thing that roared in the woods hunts you now.
Excellent.
Cool.
Yay.
I am glad to hear that.
He doesn't belong in my woods anyway.
It's
I
true.
get another cantrip.